So hello world. I think I broke everything, but we'll see. So I'm just rearranging things right now. And yeah, Puck's on screen, huh? And we are going to quickly mark an image or two before we get ready for the launch. And I'm actually going to stop the broadcast. So I'm going to stop streaming and then flip over to everything else. So launch is in about an hour. We're going to do literally an image or two and then we're going to switch over. So, hey, thanks for the sub, DPI. Thanks for the sub. Let's see if we can get Tinker to come out. I don't think she's going to come out. So here's the Cheerios. And speak. Yeah, that was a good speak. Oh, good girl. Okay. And make it rain. All right. Puck says thank you. I say thank you. Tinker says thank you. Yeah. All right. So let me turn ducking on so you guys can hear me a little bit easier. Where did that go? So many buttons. So many windows. Only 2 monitors. All right. Here's ducking. And launch that. Switch scenes. And there we go. So, yeah, Puck barked for you. Are you happy? I'm happy. He doesn't always bark. All right. So, we have a whole bunch of new people joining our Discord, which is always amazing. And if you're watching this and you're not in our Discord, there's 2 ways to get access to the rest of the channels. The first way is to read everything in rules and info and follow the instructions. The second way is to wait for me to essentially look you up in the database, and if you're not in the database, I'll probably tag you or send you a message to figure out where you're going on. If you have a username that I recognize, because I see it so often, and I sort by highest number of images done to lowest. So if you're higher up in the images done, I am more likely to recognize your username right away. But if your username is just one that I happen to scroll by all the time, because that happens too, you know, there we go. So yeah, the quick way is to just follow the instructions, let the bot assign the role to you, because I'm not awake 24/7. In fact, I just woke up from a nap. So we had our other citizen science hero, and before I continue with this, y'all are citizen science heroes, but they're really like superheroes. I think that's the way to put it. We now have 2 people in the community that are on Discord that have done 2,000 plus images for the public campaign. There's somebody in our community who has done 1,000 plus images, but he did a lot of those images before the public campaign. So his numbers are a little weird, but still, the fact that he didn't have to contribute after the public, you know, after we opened the campaign up to the public, but he did, and it's amazing. So I think we now have a total of 3 citizen science superheroes in Discord, and that makes me happy. So, and if you can only mark 1 or 2 images, that's great. You did a science. You did a freaking science. And we are happy that you did a science. Because, oh my, it has taken a whole bunch of us to do a whole bunch of this. And, you know, don't feel bad if you can only do an image or 2. No joke, I've looked at images and just noped out too. And I typically only do 1 or 2 in a sitting. And yes, as DPI points out, not everybody is retired and can mark Bennu all day long, because one of our superheroes is indeed retired. I don't know about the other one. I have a feeling English is not their first language. But I did some poking on the internet, and this is not the first citizen science project they've contributed to. They really enjoy doing citizen science. And a lot of very different citizen science, which is awesome. So that makes me happy when I see, you know, us and other people, and when I essentially see people in the community pop up in other places doing citizen science. Hey, Sammy. So, yeah, I'm only going to mark an image or two before I start switching over to get ready for the launch. I took a nap. I was supposed to code with Dr. Pamela. I took a nap instead. I'm still kind of dragging. It's a dragon capsule going up today, so ha 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 ha, dragon. I'm not going to have any more coffee. I am very low on coffee. In fact, I need to order a new coffee grinder because mine cannibalized itself. My head is doing better today. I have had a tiny pinpoint headache, which I like to call the migraine, or not the migraine headache, the concussion headache. And that hasn't bothered me since before the nap, so yeah. So far, so good with the headache. I have all the lights turned on. I had all the lights turned on for daily space. I think DPI is male, Sammy. I'm not entirely too sure on gender, but I think DPI might be male. I'm not sure. I could cheat and look you up in the database and try to guess off of your name, but... Yep, called it. DPI is male. Yeah. I don't think that's fair though, because I'm working with more data than you are. Because I think I've written out DPI's address. I think I've seen DPI's full name before. So you know, I think I read it as male. And that is literally just, you know, social conditioning defaulting because it's not explicitly female. I don't know why the 209 would make it flip to female. Oh, I can call you Dippy. I'm probably not going to remember that. I've gotten so used to calling you DPI. Puck, is Tinker outside barking? What is she barking at? And why are you not outside barking with her? I know P. Dippy. Like P. Diddy. Oh my, oh my. I know my gaming username that I've used on many platforms, Zarin, is often read as male, and it can be male or female. I think it can be female. I've heard of people being named Zarin and being male, and Zarin and being female, and I like Zarin. And no, DPI does not want to be called P. Dippy or P. Diddy. Oh my goodness, y'all were too much. So I don't know what we are numbers wise. That is actually a clever use of DPI, turning it into initials for actual games. And I know that's not your real name. So I don't know where we're at for numbers, because I've been looking up. Literally every morning, I check to see who's joined Discord overnight. I double cross that, or I cross check that with the markers database. If it's somebody that's marked any images, if it's a username that's marked any images, I go ahead and literally manually grant them access, because if you're marking images, if you're spending the time to mark images, you're not going to be a troll. And literally everything we have set up that makes it difficult to access Discord is literally to keep the trolls out and trolls at bay, because we're not awake 24/7. Our mods are great. Some of our members are great. They catch things when we miss them. But, everybody's, got things going on. We're closing in on 3,000 completed images. Yeah, because off the corner of my screen, I do see 299. But, you know, other than that, I can't see what it says. And this is usually an image I just nope the heck out of, because it's full of the rock tool. Yeah, your usernames match, I think. I know mine do and don't if you go off my actual Discord username that I use, which is not Binary Blaze, it's Zarin, because I can't make Discord nicely support two different accounts, so I kind of have some cross-pollination when I don't want there to be cross-pollination. So I'm registered as Zarin in... Am I registered as Zarin, or am I registered under a different username? I don't remember. I'm registered twice under the markers database, but I think the only one I use is my Binary Blaze username for this, because I think I tried to log into my other one and it was just like, nope, you can't. Yeah, cross-pollination's it's a nice way to put of what I've got going on. Yeah, the internet does know too much, and there's just not a lot. So there is an antimatter. There's several other Annies on the Discord server, and the one that's I think is just antimatter. That is me, and that account is the Discord account I use when I'm at Dr. Pamela's house, because literally the only server on it is CosmoQuest, and that's exactly the way I like it. So I like Discord. I know it's new to a lot of you. I know not a lot of you like it. Hey, thanks for the sub, bros. Oh my goodness. All right, Puck, can you speak? Come on, speak. Well, Tinker says thank you. And make it rain. Thanks so much, Rose. Hey, Falco. I'll make sure I sprinkle a bit over to the side for Tinker, because I don't think she's going to be on camera much today. Hey, Falco. So we're quickly going through an image or two. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. We may actually just finish this image, and then I'll disconnect and reconnect with, I'll disconnect, switch scene collections, and reconnect, because otherwise it just gets funky anyways. And, yeah. Aww. I like it when Tinker barks on command. I don't like it when they bark at everything, and I know they're annoying. And I know I try to hit my push to mute button quickly, and I know I don't always. So thank you to everyone's patience about my dogs barking. So, DPI color, username colors can change. If you are a Prime account holder, you can choose your color. But people that don't have a Prime account linked with Twitch can't choose, and it just assigns something randomly. As long as they bark and they don't bite. They do bite. One of them bites. I'll let you guys guess which one. See, on my screen, he is red. So, yeah. I know that's not what is put across OBS, but I think it's because I have something chosen to make the thing. Favorite human would be your guess? I meant about the canines, not the humans. Tisk tisk. It's not polite to kiss and tell. I actually had 2 people come to the door today. 2 people come door to door soliciting. I don't think I opened up the door completely on either. I don't think I opened the door at all for the second one, because the dogs were just barking so much. Second time, they woke me up from a nap. Or actually, they didn't wake me up. I just laid down to nap. And I hear knocking at the door, and It was the shave and a haircut knock, which I'm not going to do because it'll make my dogs bark. And I do that knock with people that I know, and I was expecting it to be someone that I knew at the door. It was not. It was literally somebody going door to door. So, yeah. I play a game with Jehovah's Witnesses nowadays. You are purple to me, Veronica. I have mixed feelings. If it's a neighborhood kid selling like candy or, you know, food, I don't care. I really don't care. But there aren't a lot of neighborhood kids that are involved in scouts, or if they are involved in scouts, they don't come door to door with, you know, Girl Scout cookies, because I sold Girl Scout cookies door to door when I was younger. And don't do it, dogs. You're, oh, so good. There was a horn and they didn't bark. They're getting better. So to me, it was always, going through school, I never had to worry about getting Girl Scout cookies. And now as an adult, I'm like, now I understand why people were really like happy when I showed up at their door selling Girl Scout cookies. So now I have to get lucky and catch them at like supermarkets. Or know somebody who has a kid in Scouts. Yeah, I remember selling magazines. I remember selling candy bars. My sister sold Boy Scout popcorn. That whole statement is going to confuse a whole lot of people, and I'm just going to let you sit with that and think about it real hard before you ask why my sister was selling Boy Scout popcorn. And yeah, so it's kind of funny though, because for all the I think I did candy for like marching band. I don't like how that mark is. It's for all the Boy Scout stuff I went and did, and all the Girl Scout stuff my sister went and did. We were never part of the Scout program. So, Falco, there are 2 major scouting programs in the U.S. that are well known, and they're divided amongst gender lines. There's Girl Scouts, which I would say they're the more liberal of the two. They will take trans scouts. Essentially, if you identify as female, you're gold. You're in. The only thing that they don't do that Boy Scouts do, at least when I was younger, is they don't fire guns. You can learn archery. Now I think they're teaching the girls like business stuff. So it's not so outdoorsy. There's a lot of stuff that they focus on aside from outdoorsy stuff. They literally, when I was growing up, it was literally explained as everything the Boy Scouts do except for the guns. And Girl Scouts sell cookies every year. It is a once a year thing. The boxes are kind of expensive for a box of cookies, but they use it as a fundraiser. So I sold Girl Scout cookies. My sister was a Boy Scout at the time, growing up, and she sold Boy Scout popcorn, and the Boy Scouts sell, don't bark, Puck, you can do it. The Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts, which are, you know, the younger Boy Scouts, sell popcorn. So yeah, archery, I only got to learn how to sew. I got to go to like horse camps. I know kind of how to ride a horse. I think I did a lot of stuff, but it wasn't just like household skills and things. So yeah, that's cool that it's mixed. Boys and Girls Club here, literally, they have a group that is mixed. I can't remember what it's called. And Favorite Human's not here for me to ask. But the Boy Scouts tend to be more conservative. They're the ones that were like, no gay scout leaders, no, etc., etc., etc. And I think they were having, but it's weird because at the very upper levels, they have a mixed gender scouting program that they allow girls into, that my dad was like, hey, do you want to join this? I got household, so I left to learn martial arts. That's cool. Veronica says, my friends in Girl Scouts learned how to change a tire. That's actually really important. I don't know how to change a tire. I can probably figure it out. I was spoiled. My dad was like, here's a AAA membership. AAA is a automobile club. And you get so many free service calls in a year. And they will come out and like bring you gas if you need gas, if you ran out of gas. They will jump your car. They'll tow you. They'll change your tire. So, yeah, I learned how to build fires. Not so much tracking. Plant identification I'm a little shaky on. Boy Scouts here are big on knots, like really young, which I guess is a useful skill to have. So, but yeah, my sister did all the Boy Scout stuff. I think they stopped a dozen times by the road to change other people's tires. That's awesome. And yeah, no, knowing how to change a tire and I guess going and helping other people change tires is pretty freaking awesome. That is a skill that I probably should learn at some point. I helped my dad in the garage. Does that count? I know how to use the torquing. I don't even know what it is. He just sets it to a certain torque and he's like, okay, use it. I'm like, okay, Dad. So, all right. I think this image looks good. Torquing. Shoot, what time is, I feel like, okay. All right, this image is good. I'm going to do it. Yeah, torque wrench. There we go. Clicking image submit. Our image done. And boom. Another image. Not so bad, but we have to switch to other things. So, all right. I am, oh, it is for 53? Yeah, that's what time it is now. I can't remember what time the launch is. Oof, we're gonna be cutting it close. They're already gonna have their stuff up. All right. So I'm gonna switch and we're gonna get started with everything. So I will be back in just a second.